Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about Grav's folder structure and where you can go to find, create, and edit pages and settings within your Grav site. Let's start by talking about what Grav is. Grav is a flat file content management system. The flat file part of the title means that there are no databases or complex data structures to deal with. Everything from your site's configuration to its content is kept in simple, human-readable files that you can easily access and edit. Another important thing to note is that virtually every configuration option you can access from the site's file system is also reachable through the admin panel. A well-written theme or plugin should make it easy to adjust anything you need without ever having to open a code editor. To make things simple, let's look at the root directory of a typical Grav site. There is one directory here that you should pay attention to, and that is the user directory. This is home to just about everything you'll interact with. Your site and system configuration, plugins, themes, and content are all kept here in this directory. Everything else is part of Grav's core system and doesn't require any direct interaction. Ideally, you should be able to duplicate any Grav site by copying everything in this directory. Now that we've narrowed it down to one folder, we can focus on what each subfolder brings to the table. User accounts are stored in the Accounts folder. Here you'll find YAML files that store information such as the name, user level, and a hashed copy of each account holder's password. YAML files are text-based configuration files. If you need to modify the access rights of a user's accounts, editing their associated YAML file in this directory will do the trick for you. The config folder is where your configuration options are stored. This folder not only contains your site and system options, but the settings for all of your plugins and themes as well. Want to change the name of your website? You'll find the site.yaml file here where you can do that. The data folder is where custom data generated by plugins and other interactive aspects of your site is stored. The Images directory is home to any images you want to access in various areas of your site. Your site's logo would likely be stored here, as well as any images that are commonly accessed by your theme. You can also store images used in specific pages in their individual page directories. The Pages directory is home to your site's content. Every page on your site resides somewhere in this folder structure, from your home page to a single blog post. Subfolders here generally include a markdown file and any images that apply specifically to that related page. You can nest page folders within page folders to create your site's content structure. In short, think of your site's Pages directory as a mirror of your website. It's organized in much the same way, with its folder structure following in step with the pages of your site. The Plugins directory contains all of the plugins of your site. Each plugin sits in its own subdirectory here. You generally don't need to edit anything here, as your custom configuration changes are instead stored in the config folder using a copy of the plugin's named YAML file. Just about every plugin should have a YAML file in its root directory named after the plugin itself. This is the file you would duplicate and put in the config folder so that you can make customizations to that particular plugin's configuration. Finally, we have the Themes directory. This is where any installed themes live on your site. Like the Plugins directory, you would make any custom configurations in the config folder using a copy of that theme's named YAML file. You can see a lot of the folder structure reflected in the admin panel. Looking at the sidebar, you can see configurations, pages, plugins, and themes. Each of these sections reflects their associated folders within the user directory. One small difference is that configuration options for a specific plugin theme are accessible directly in that item's page in the admin. For example, when you make a change to a plugin's settings, those changes are stored in a plugin-specific YAML file in the config folder for you. With Grav, you have the choice of modifying your site using the admin panel or by editing files directly. It's entirely up to you.